One question is that define human resource development, define HRD, define human resource development, discuss the different systems and subsystems of HRD. What are the different system and subsystem of HRD? What is HRD? What is human resource development? Its objective, different systems and subsystems of HRD. What are the different, what is HR culture? What is human resource culture? What is human resource culture? Write down the different components of HR culture. Define human resource climate. Define human resource climate by HRD climate. HRD climate, how it relates with HR culture. What is HRD matrix? What is HRD matrix? Discuss the different OD interventions. OD interventions. Similarly, what are the different HRD interventions? Mostly OD interventions and HRD interventions are a bit similar. So, mu sitpe ago start kali HRD interventions, then next OD interventions madhya pahi. What is quality of work life? What is quality of work life? What is quality of work life?
Sir, once again.
What is quality of work life? How it influences or how it affects developing, developing the HR culture in an organization.
HR culture
in an organization. Next question. What is work-life balance? Write down the role of HR manager. Write down the role of HR manager in maintaining work-life balance of the employees of an organization.
So, work-life balance.
The role of HR manager maintaining the work-life balance of the employees in an organization. What is career planning? discuss the objective or purpose of career planning.
Objective.
Or purpose of career planning. Write down the process of career planning and the different stages of career planning. Write down the process of career planning or the different stages of career planning. Or the different stages of career planning. Stages. How career planning relates with career growth or development. How career planning relates with career growth or career development.
Sir, career growth and
Career development. Define or discuss the objective of succession planning. The objective of succession planning.
Sir,
Define or discuss the objective of succession planning. As the owner or head of the organization, what are the different steps you will implement or you will introduce to start the succession planning process. Next question, how succession planning is different from career planning? How succession planning is different from career planning? Right. Now, the meaning or definition of human resource development. Now, what is the meaning of HRM that we have already discussed? In
Sir?
particular, yes.
Sir, we have discussed about HR audit, but and HR accounting. So, what is
HR
the
accounting.
difference between? Yes, what is the difference between HR audit and HR accounting?
See, accounting is a process or mechanism with which we can know the value or worth of an employee. Right. Now, HR accounting is a process or mechanism to find out the differential cost or else the different type of investment which are made on an employees and how much return we are getting back from the employees. We need to find out the ROI, return on investment kind of thing. So suppose you have invested 1 hour in this class. Now how much return you are getting back? When you will calculate all such we can say activities and you will convert such activities into monetary term, then the HR accounting will come, right? But HR audit is to know the feasibility study of the application of different policies, practices, procedures, or we can say norms like that. So with HR audit, we can go with modifications, we can adopt different kind of changes, development and growth. See, audit is a process or a mechanism with which we can go with different kind of cross-checking work. Whatever we have adopted or implemented, is it worthful? The policies what is adopted, whether the employees are accepting it or not. The practices which you are continuing, whether people are satisfied, dissatisfied, to know the commitment level. Suppose accounting is to identify the outcome of that employees. Now, why the outcome is lower or why the outcome is high? To identify that, we adopt the audit work. Why a performer, suppose someone is a very good performer, but all of a sudden he or her performance is being reduced. Now we need to know the behavioral changes. There are many circumstances within which someone's performance will come down. One is that behavioral changes, the level of commitment, or else the involvement, the level of interest, the level of motivation. Why such changes are there? For that, what we do different kind of audit work. This audit is not we do in management or cost audit. We are not doing those kind of things. We need to study the people behavior. We need to study the people intention, how they are accepting it, how they are rejecting it, whether any kind of changes are required or not. So when we'll start doing such social science work in the organization, when we'll start doing such research work in the organization, this is all about your audit work, right? Now that can be done with distribution of questionnaire, through interview, through personal discussion. Okay, many interventions or mechanisms are there, and that is how the two things are related and two things are different from each other. Okay, so today we will discuss the meaning of human resource development, HRD. Now here I will not discuss much here because some of the concept of the systems or subsystems of HRD we have already discussed in the initial classes. But we have not discussed much on the meaning or definition of HRD. Now, what is the meaning of HRD? It is all about developing the human resources that we can find it out. Now, how the individual will be developed, how one individual will be developed. What is human resource development? Just write a small definition of HRD. HRD is a process, just write it. HRD is a process of identifying the inner potential, right? What is the meaning of HRD? The meaning is that finding out or identifying the inner potential of the individual and sharpening it. That means we need to find out what are the potentiality are there within the individuals. Once we are able to know those things, then we need to sharpen and we need to make them more target oriented. HRD is a mechanism, write it. HRD is a mechanism which will develop the skill, knowledge, and attitude of an employee. The skill, it is a process by which the skill, knowledge, and attitude of the employees are to be developed for the self as well as for the organizational growth. So what is to be done? The self growth will happen and simultaneously the organizational growth will also happen. Now, once the individual will grow, we are not concerned for the organization growth. So the present context says that do not concentrate on the organizational growth. Rather, you should concentrate on the individual's growth. When we'll try to develop such kind of thing within an individual, then ultimately what will happen? The organization will grow. HRD is a process of developing the commitment, competency, and collaboration. And commitment. So these are the three concepts are there. The top HRD relates with the development of committed worker with full competencies, with collaboration. So these three basically contributes in developing the concept of HRD. What is that? We need to create committed workforce. Committed workforce. Then we need to create one kind of competent. Only committed it will not work. So what is that? We need to create competent workforce. And we are not believing in individualism. No, it is not like that. People should work in a team. People should work in a group. So ଆମେ ସେଥିପାଇଁ କହୁଛେ କି ୟା ସହିତ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଆଡ୍ କରିଦେଇଛୁ ଯୋଉମାନେ କର୍ପୋରେଟ୍ ରେ କାମ କରୁଥିବେ ସେମାନେ ଏଇଟାକୁ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ରୂପେ ବୁଝିଥିବେ. What is that? HRD task force. We always develop HRD task force That means we need to develop a group where people will work in a collaborative manner. The HRD is not successful unless and until if you are not able to create competent and collaboration. Now, how to create committed workforce? You need to motivate them. We need to put them in challenging environment, and we need to give them challenging work, higher responsibility with higher role. So those have to be developed so that committed workforce will be created. Now, how to create competent? We need to train them. Training must be there. So once training is there, then people will develop automatically. You must have discussed or differentiated between training and development. Training or development ଭିତରେ ତମମାନେ already ତାର differentiation ବୁଝି ଯାଇଥିବ. Now, training is at the initial level, where development is at the higher level. Nowadays, we are not distinguishing between initial and higher level. All are required. Whether you are in the lower level, whether you are in the higher level, both are required to be trained and both are required to be developed in the modern culture. But still, so see, one can become competent. How? Only with the mechanism of application of training and development. So write a small thing. Now, what is HRD? Tell me. Anyone can tell me? Anyone can answer me? What is HRD? HRD, see, HRD, if you will start defining HRD is human resource development, then I will deny to that. HRD is not human resource development, rather HRD is human role development. That means if the roles of the individuals are not developed, then the human resource cannot be developed. So HRD is not human resource development, rather it is human role development. HRD is not human resource development, rather it is human responsibility development. You need to create responsible people. I will elaborate this. Now, HRD is not human resource development, rather it is human role development, rather it is human responsibility development, rather it is human relationship development. Relationship. Right? Now, HRD is not only role, responsibility, relationship, rather it is reliability. Reliability development. So these are the four broad mechanisms, also helps in developing the concept of HRD. Now what HRD is broadly divided into these four categories, which will create competent and collaboration. So ମୁଁ ତମମାନଙ୍କୁ धीरे धीरे ଜିନିଷରେ ଗୋଟେ table form ରେ ବୁଝେଇ ଦେବି, so that if you can remember it, any question, certainly you are getting a question on HRD, you just draw this table so that you can elaborate all those. Now, what is that HRD is? HRD is all about, one is role, one is relationship, one is reliability, one is responsibility. ମୁଁ guarantee देई कहबी कि तमे 1000 बही पढ, you will not get these points. हाँ, इंटरनेट रे मारिले आसी पारे जदी एई गुडाक मोर किछि जदी जर्नल रे आस्थिबो, मो आर्टिकल रे जदी आस्थिबो, or else you will never get these things. So you just try to remember these are the four concepts. One is role development, one is reliability, one is responsibility, one is relationship. Now I need to elaborate. Aku dharo, acha role ta kemiti develop hobo? No need of defining anything from the book. Technically mane kar role ta kemiti develop hobo? But lokar role kemiti develop hobo? So how the role will be developed? So what is to be done? What are the activities are to be applied by the organization or by the HR department? We need to give challenging work, multi-skilled employees. Okay, we need to create multi-skilled employees, dual responsibility. So these are the kind of thing will develop the role. Okay, then this relationship, collaboration, one is that we need to work in a collaborative manner, interlinkages of individuals so that relationship will be there. And clear-cut communication system must be there. So these will develop one kind of relationship among the people. So I am going to say horizontal, vertical, diagonal. So horizontal, vertical, and diagonal. That is upward, downward. So these are the communication system or relationships are there. Horizontal relationship, vertical relationship, upward relationship, downward relationship, diagonal relationships. Now HR culture only can be developed with clear-cut communication system. Distinction of work. The works are to be distinguished. Now a concept was there, you must have read MBO, management by objective. What is that? We need to find out the individual work. I will sit with one individual, let's say individual A. Now I will write down what role you can play, what work you can do. I'll just write it down. Then the individual will tell, sir, I can do this. Then I will go to B, what work you will do? Then the B will narrate the work. Then C, likewise A, B, C, D, all will narrate. Now, if this MBO is not complete, then I need to ask A, see, to perform this, you need the help of B, C, D, E, or you will work single-handedly. No, sir, I need the help of B, or I need the help of E. Likewise, I will ask each one and all. Now, with that, what will happen? We can know the individual's performance and the involvement of other staffs in the particular person's job or assignment. So that is all about your management. It is a continuous process. It is a lengthier process. It is a costlier process. So for that reason only MBO failed. But see, the concept of MBO is still there. The responsibility, the reliability, the relationship and the role can only be developed when you will interact with the people. By interacting, it will not finish. It will not end. It is the beginning. They need to find out, see, this is what you will do, then you need to help, you need to get the help of some other people. Now with that we need to distinguish, and with that only we need to work with the job analysis. Now what is that? We need to develop the role, responsibility, reliability and relationship. Once it is there, then we need to find out the outcome of HRD. The outcome of HRD is we can create committed and competent, finally collaborative work. So these are the things that are to be adopted, and these are the outcome of HRD. These will create a committed workforce, competent workforce, and all will work in a team effort, group work. Okay, now this is somehow I have tried to define the concept of HRD. Now see, what are the objectives of HRD? Why it is required? Just write it down, 2 or 3 objectives, then I will shift to HRD cultures. The objectives of HRD are, the HRD objective includes, it helps in developing the potentiality, and capability of the employees. Then next, it also helps in preparing the people to face the future and unanticipated challenges, unforeseen challenges. Now, if you are adopting concept of HRD, then with that, what will happen? We can prepare the people to face the unforeseen challenges, the challenges which we have never imagined that can also be possible by our employees to face or to take necessary steps. So what is that? It will also prepare the people to face the unforeseen challenges. Now next is HRD helps in cost reduction. It helps in cost reduction. So people knows what to do. People, suppose one employee knows what to do. Now with that, the employee will reduce the time and also the cost. The next is HRD also reduces the wastages. And wastages not in the sense of monetary, as I have already discussed. Time is there, it will reduce the time, it will reduce the wastage, it will also reduce the cost. Then HRD will enhance, write down, HRD will enhance the productivity, individual productivity and organizational productivity. HRD will develop a good culture within the organization where proper succession planning process can be implemented. Now with proper implementation of HRD, succession planning process can also be implemented automatically. What is the difference between career planning and succession planning? How these two are different? Career planning and succession planning. Yes, can anyone tell me the difference between career planning and succession planning? अछंती पिला माने ना नाहंती? अरे पिला माने अच्छा?
Yes, sir.
ना हो तुम्हें जम्मा ना।
Yes,
कौन
sir.
को
No,
difference
yes, sir.
between career planning and succession planning? Yes. Tell me.
Career planning means the career plan, day-to-day life is that plan करू हम.
अच्छा. A succession planning?
No idea, sir.
No idea. कहाँ idea अच्छी?
सर सक्सेशन प्लानिंग मींस जो माने मैनेजरियल लेवल रे थांती तांको प्रिपेयर करा जाए इन केस जदि सीईओ और सीईओ एमती टाइप रो पोस्ट रो के रिटायर्ड हले या फिर तो माने माने डेथ हे गलाई कोन तांको से जगह को नबा पई तांको एग्जैक्टली
career planning or succession planning dita concept rahila and both the things are interlinked, right? Now individual is here in working, the individual is working in an organization. Now this is the level of organization. Now in which level you will see career planning and which level you will see succession planning? In which level you will see career planning and in which level you will see succession planning? Yes. को लेवल ले तमे कैरियर प्लानिंग देखिबो, को लेवल ले तमे सक्सेशन प्लानिंग देखिबो.
Sir, at the start of career planning say somewhere.
अच्छा, at the initial stage you will see career planning, right? Then
Succession planning sir top level को level sir.
Succession planning देखिबो तमे top level. That means the more you will go up, you will find succession planning. The more you will go down, you will find career planning. बुझिला ना नहीं? अरे पिला माने बुझछो ना नहीं?
Yes, yes, sir. बुझिगल.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Now career planning पई हमें lower level ले कौन करूछु? What we are doing? What we are doing?
Training and development.
Training. Do not use the term development. तम मैंने पढ़िथिबो the different methodology. कौन different methodology कौन? What are the two methodologies in training and development? Yes.
Sir, on the job, off the job.
Yes, and then why you are asking, putting a question mark? On the job and off the job. Now see, on the job is related to what? Training or development?
Training, sir.
Off the job related to training or development?
development
Development, right? Now on the job related to the beginners. Off the job related to the people, those who are working in the upper level. Nowadays we are also putting the people, those who are working in the lower level, the off the job methodologies also. But mostly we can say when the job related training programs are given, this is all about your on the job. When out of the job, suppose you want to take some critical decisions, or you want to develop your communicational skill, or you want to enhance your capability, potentiality for accepting future challenges, you want to become a good decision maker, we go with off the job training, off the job method. Now see, training or development is the differentiate karucha. Most of the on the job relate with the training, most of the off the job related with the development. Now career planning relate with training or development?
So it's training.
Training and succession planning relate with what? Development. Now training relates to suno kete 8 tomara differentiation hegala training development question tomara asibo. Now what is that? Training रे कौन होची ना मैं beginner को देखो तो suppose you are at the beginner stage, तमे beginning stage रे अछ, तमे कौन training attend करछो? Job rotation, management training, okay, तमे होची जाउछो कौन करछो? Suppose orientation, induction, apprenticeship training. So एगुडा का तमे सब on the job, because these are all related to the job. किछि दिन परे तमे जतरा ऊपर को उठी जाउछ सेतरा तुमको गोटे भलो डिसीजन मेकर होबार अछि you need to lead the group, you need to lead the team, you need to manage the team, you need to motivate and enhance the capability of the team. Then what to do? You need to go for different kind of training.
Leadership training.
Yes.
Leadership training.
Okay.
Data analysis training.
What are the different off-the-job methodologies are there? One is your brainstorming, simulation, T group test, management game, case study. Okay, role play, many more are there, many more. So these are the off the job. Now see, career planning is all about training, succession planning is all about your development. Now why it is required? When the people will go up, suppose when you are here and slowly you will move upward, then what will happen? Ethi kon hochi na ei jagare kon hochi, the number is less and the number is more. And here the number is less, the number is more, here the number is less. Now what is to be done? जेतले एई जगह 3 जण 5 जण पहुंची गले जेतले मैनेजमेंट देखिबो एई 5 जण भितरु एई जगह पे किए कैपेबल, who is capable for holding the higher post. ना सेई जगह कोन होची ना to put one out of those 5, the organization needs to take decisions, and that process is known as succession planning process. And in that, different succession planning mechanisms are adopted. These 5 or 6 people will put into different kind of methodology where जे की सबटु भलो करथुवा ताकू हमें ये करियो एवं ताकू हमें से दायित्व दबा हमें कोन गोटे राज्यर गोटे राजा अछि राजार 4टा की 5टा पुओ अछि से कोन करियो प्रथमे ताकू कैरियर प्लानिंग करियो सेति पय ताकू ट्रेनिंग दबो गुरु का जो अछि सेठी की पठेबो बण को पठेबो सेठी से माने ट्रेनिंग नेबे आसीबे आसी गला परे कोन होछि से देखिबा कि मो परे आफ्टर मी हु विल लीड दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सो से कोन 4-5 जन को आइडेंटिफाई करथो ता भीतर मनरे 4-5 जन को जण को बा 2 जन को आइडेंटिफाई कर हाउ से कोन करबा सक्सेशन प्लानिंग मेकैनिज्म अडॉप्ट करियो तू जा सेठी युद्ध को जा से राज्य को आने सेठी जाई कि ताको सहित कोलैबोरेशन कर ताको सहित बिजनेस कर सो दिस ऑल अबाउट योर सक्सेशन प्लानिंग जे बेस्ट कला सो आफ्टर द डिपार्चर ऑफ द किंग ही विल बी डिक्लेयर्ड एज द नेक्स्ट किंग so this is all about your succession planning. Now career planning and succession planning in the organization both are required, but what is the contribution? The contribution is like this. See, it is the initial stage, it is the end of the career. Now एठी कोन होचे देखो कोन मु आकु गारो पकेली कोन एटा ना एई जोटा रहिला एटा रहिला contributions. This side is the contribution from the individual, this side is the contribution from the organization. बर्तमान तो माने बुझुछ कि this side is the individual contribution is higher, this side organizational contribution. Now for your career development the contribution from the organization is less as compared to the contribution of the individual. Bujhila na nahi? Because you are concerned for your career at the initial stage. The more you will go up, सेतर कोन होची ना तमरा तम career प्रति टिके कमी जीव एते इंटरेस्ट होय because you are already established. Now organization is more concerned for you. Why the organization is more concerned? Because organization is looking at you because you have the potential to lead the organization. सेठी कोन होची एई सुटरे organization contribution is higher as compared to the individual's contribution. So this side relates to career planning and that side relates to succession planning. पिला माने बुझिलो कि मु बहुत कम रे तुम मानक ट्राई करछि बुझिया पे ओके
यस सर
कांसेप्ट बुझिलो ना नहीं आको कहलो हाउ यू अंडरस्टूड द concept of career planning and succession planning just
yes sir बुझिलो सर
Yes, sir.
अपळे मुझे दिखाओ okay have you understood the concept of career planning and succession planning what is this see at the initial stage you are more concerned for your career organization is not concerned because organization agar all are same 100 पिला join करछे ताकु प्रति से organization ते concern नहीं तमे तमे आस काम करो ता दर तमे जेमति सिखुछ ता भीतर कोन जे फाइटिंग होची कंपटीशन होची ट्रेनिंग होची जने अधिका जने ट्राई करछि this is all about your individual interest here the individual interest is at the higher level but organization interest is not much. Organization is not much concerned for a particular individual. Organization is concerned for all. समस्त समान भाव रे दे देला. But when you go up, at that point of time, your contribution will come down. I am not concerned for my career because it is already established. I will not go and attend any kind of training program. It is not required. Now, organization will say, "Arey, aap pore kiye lead karibo?" I have still remembered. I will narrate my personal experience. What happened in 2014? In fact, from 2015-16, I was there in DDC. In fact, in 2015-16, my predecessor, Professor SP Pani, was the director. And what happened? I saw suddenly a remarkable changes in his behavior, like suddenly hela. She kon kale jetole kichi critical decision asila, Sujit, you take the decision. Do not ask me. And he always tried to judge me. Kon se koruchi, kon nahi, kemti koruchi, mate pachari bujanti. Mu buje kai kemti koruchanti. Tapre in 2017, he got his retirement. And 2017 re kon hechi 30th November re tako retirement thai. 30 तारिख दिन मोर मने पड़े से जो संध्या रे 4 दिन हमें सेलिब्रेट करथिलु प्रोफेसर पानी को रिटायरमेंट डे को. से 29 नवेम्बर होची हमर यूनिवर्सिटी रो फाउंडेशन डे. तो हमें कोन करलु 29 30 दुई दिन जाका सेठी हमें सेलिब्रेट करिछु एवं 28 29 30 तीन दिन जाका सेलिब्रेट करथिलु. 30 तारिख दिन सर को रिटायरमेंट डे. 30 तारिख दिन हमें वेट करी कि बसिछु who will come as our director. की हमर डायरेक्टर ही के आसी की हो हमें सब बसिछु. हम भाव तो थटा मजा करतो ये हो से एमती करी थटा मजा करतो. But all of a sudden at late evening around 8 p.m. कोनला मीटिंग यूनिवर्सिटी चलीछि. University meeting chalichi around 8 p.m. late evening. The director car came and Pani sir came and we all rushed to him. हमें दूर दूर गलो और सर को चैम्बर रे जाई डायरेक्टर चैम्बर भीतर बसी गलो. समस्त बहुत लोग कांदु थांती कारण सर रिटायर कर जिवे सारा मु छाडी के जिवे वाली एमति भाबतु. तो कोन होचे ना सर गंगल सर डायरेक्टर की एमति पचारछु. सर सर कोन कले ऑल ऑफ ए सडन मो हातटा रो धरले टन कोन कले डायरेक्टर चेयर रे बसै देले. जेबे बसै देले मैं किस समय बसिली तापर भोगोई कांदिली. मु कहली सर मु पारिबी नाही. आई कैन नॉट डू. मु करि परिबी नाही. ए संस्था को मु चली परिबी नाही. सर प्लीज एक्सक्यूज मी. मु बहुत सारा कर इनएक्सपीरियंस. सो सर कहले नाही सुजित तमरा ए जो लास्ट 2 इयर्स रे बहुत एक्सपीरियंस हे गला. एवं सेही मु तापर कोनला सेही दिनरो नियर अबाउट 3.5 years I managed the directorate as the director and मु सेते प्रत्येक डिसीजन नेलाळो चिंता करथिले रे हे सर मते एटा सिखै कि जाइछन. He taught me to do this in this kind of situation. And I faced COVID and kemiti COVID को मु फेस करछि सेटा भी मु देखि जानि छी. So से जगह कोन हला ना I learned what is succession planning. The succession planning is done silently, it never done openly. If you will do openly, then what will happen? Competition will happen. So you need to do secretly and need to find out who will lead after the departure of the leader or head. This is all about your succession planning and career planning. Now career planning, succession planning is also there in your syllabus. I will discuss once again what is career planning. I will define the concept. I will discuss the stages of career planning and the factors which influence the individual's career. More career upare kon factor influence kar. Suppose someone is able to develop his career, but someone else is not able to develop. See, the same thing I am telling to all. With the knowledge, someone is able to develop, but whereas someone is not able to develop. So मते पचारिले ए जो कैरियर टा ग्रोथ टा कैरियर ग्रोथ कहां पर डिपेंड करे जानछो. मते कहले मु दुईटा जिंस कहबी. कैन एनीवन टेल मी, कैन एनीवन at least suggest some points? What are the components which contributes to the career of an individual? Yes, please, if you are not able to speak, just
self assessment.
Yes,
Self assessment.
Self assessment.
Okay, what else?
Dedication.
Behavior.
Okay.
Knowledge, sir.
Knowledge.
Career exploration.
Okay, very
analysis. Root cause analysis.
What is that?
Root cause analysis.
Okay, root cause analysis. Okay, anything else?
Decision making.
This is a मते पचारे मु दुईटा जिंस कहबी. ए दुईटा जिंस मुंड एठी अछि. गोटे रहला एटा आ गोटे रहला एटा. एटा कोन?
Luck.
भाग्य आ उडला बुद्धि. ए दुईटा जिंस दे तमर साथ देला तम कैरियर हला.
sir, luck and skill.
Your luck and your talent.
Skill. Yes.
बुद्धि आउरला भाग्य ए दीटा तुमको दबार अछि क्लिक करियार अछि
Sir,
हां
sir, I'm not agree with that bhagya.
सुना तुम ऊपर डिपेंड करू
Sir,
छी तमे
can I,
जाउछो
can I mention, sir, can I mention?
मैं कह दिया गो तमे जाउछो इंटरव्यू दवा पई you are a talented one but on the spot what happened you are driving your two wheeler all of a sudden ठीक जोडी जाउछो सेटर लीक हे गला तुम चक्का तुम you are not reaching on time एते जगह थिला तुम चक्का सेठी काई पहुंचे don't you believe in god is there
Sir,
Don't
that
you
is
believe-
time.
that is also there see भाग्य रे अछि भाग्य रे नाही तुम कहउछ ना नाही मो भाग्य रे नथिला
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
तुम कहउछ ना नाही मो भाग्य रे नथिला
No, sir.
तुम कहू ना
No,
Yes, sir. Coach, sir.
It's a different time, sir.
Samaste coaches. Science is there. I'm not denying to science, but science is there. But always believe our fate.
Sir, I'm saying time. One is
time
knowledge,
is there.
another
time
one is time.
actually 80 achi. Tomar time ta hit kariyar achi. That is all about your luck. If your time will not hit on time, then what will happen? Your bad luck. मोर बैड लक मु टॉस रे हारी गली सेठू मैच में हारी गली जदी ओनली वन टॉस गोटे सिंगल कॉइन 50-50 प्रोबेबिलिटी थिला 50% चांस थिला 99% चांस थिला यू लॉस्ट दैट इज ऑल अबाउट योर बैड लक दुईटा जेते बुद्धिमान हेई थाओ जदी तुम भाग्य तुमको साथ न देला सो व्हाट विल हैपन सो कंसंट्रेशन to make it more you need to become more concerned you need to develop that सेति पय तमे बहुत जिंस रहउची you need to go for exercise concentration develop तापे भी better अछि okay now what is that मु कोड दिली now what is organizational culture मु आज organizational culture ता तुमको पढेउची हां write down what is culture and how it is different from climate Now, culture is all about within. It is all about within the organization. And climate is all about the environment, the surrounding. So, climate is the surrounding and culture is the within or the prevailing condition which remains within the organization. Right? And climate is the condition or the environment within which the organization sustains. Now, climate is more wider and our culture is more influential or inner. Climate is more wider. Culture is more within. Now, culture is all about your organization's strategy, organization's policies, organization's practices, organization process. Okay. And climate is the surrounding within which the organization functions or delivers its duties or responsibilities towards the development of the society or customers. Choices. Now, basically, it is very difficult to change the climatic conditions. But it is quite easy to develop culture because it is in our hand. Climate, the market surrounding it is very difficult to develop or change the climate. But still, in the long run, organization also changes the climate. Organization emiti gote revolution anila business management re je that changes the entire market scenario. Emiti gote boom ase jo thare kon huye na se product change the entire market conditions. Right? Now, what is that? The organization culture is to be developed, is to be enhanced, is to be, we can say, re-engineered with the different applications. Just write one or two concept of organization culture. Not just write HRD culture. Lekhi diyo gote dita concept. HRD culture is a process by which the organization adopts changes by studying the people attitude people attitude by studying the people attitude. Organize HRD culture. You write HRD culture. HRD culture is all about developing the value system, developing the value, ethics, belief, attitude, norms, climate of the organization. Professor T.V. Rao, तमें Rao Parikh series अस्सी, T.V. Rao developed the, हमें तो कितना कोई परिवार, 8 HRD culture component, 8 HRD culture components, developed 8 HRD culture components. Okay, what are those 8 HRD culture components? भलो भावे मन रखा. One, these are your Satrala. 7. Octapace. HRD, 8 HRD culture. Okay. Now, what are those? What is that octapace culture? I mean, octa, O-C-T-A-P-A-C-E. What is that octapace culture? Now, O stands for openness. Openness. C stands for collaboration. T stands for trustworthy. Trustworthy. A stands for authenticity. P stands for proactive. A stands for autonomy. C stands for confrontation.
One second, sir.
Confrontation. E stands for your experimentation. Experimentation. So this is all about your HRD culture developed by T.V. Rao. Now it depends. जब तमें मते पचारियो मु कहि ने HRD culture 4 रे डिपेंड करूची. रोल डेवलप करो, रिलायबिलिटी डेवलप करो, रेस्पोंसिबिलिटी डेवलप करो, रिलेशनशिप डेवलप करो. तमरो HRD culture हिजो. मो आमे सुचित आचार्य बोली हमर लेखाटा को एते गुरुत्व दिया जाउनी. से टीवी राव HRD इंट्रोड्यूस करथिले इंडिया रे. हां तेनु ताकर ओक्टापेस को अधिक गुरुत्व दिया जाउनी. आमे जते पब्लिकेशन कले कोन होता आपरे हमर वैल्यू नै. बट से कहिथिले openness. What is openness? So the thing is that he suggested for clear cut communications must be there. As per his views, communication must be very open and hidden kind of thing must not be there in the organization. Organization should depend a collaborative work, teamwork. जोटा मु कहथिली task force, HRD task force. He also suggested for trustworthy. Trustworthy is all about is your vishwas, ame koche lokonkor belief. Okay, the belief of the people must be there, faithful. Next is your authenticity, is all about your genuineness. Ame koche genuine spare koti milibo. So that is all about your authenticity. Then next is your proactiveness. Proactive is that we can say before happening, we need to take these steps. Prevention is better than cure. Preventive is better than cure. That is your proactiveness. You need to take the steps before the happening. Autonomy, you need to give freedom to the employees to take the decisions. The next is your confrontations. This is all about facing the consequences, facing the challenges. Okay, and finally, experimentations. You need to go for research, you need to go for development. Okay, so if we are adopting these 8 in the organization, then the culture of the organization will be developed, will be enhanced. You can develop a good culture within the organization. Okay, now तमମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷଟି ମୁଁ ଛାଡ଼ିଛି କହିବା ପାଇଁ जोटा कि रहिला HRD systems and subsystems. हमें system गुडा को describe करबा ता अंडर रे subsystem आसी जीवो. So what are the systems, HRD systems? मु already जिनसे गुडी को discussion करिछि HRD systems. This is just write it down. The different systems includes, one is performance appraisal, employees. तमे आगे जदि डिफाइन न करि परिबो मते पचार दबो I will tell what performance appraisal is. One is that performance appraisal, then next is potential appraisal and development, career planning and succession planning, training and development, organizational development, human resource information system, employees welfare, reward and feedbacks, employees reward and feedbacks.
Sir, employee welfare kore?
Employees rewards and feedbacks. So these are the different systems of HRD. बुझी परलो एगुडा के हमें गोटी गोटी करी के सब डिस्कशन करिछु इनिशियल क्लास रे. सो एगुडा के तुम लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन रे पाई पारो, आकु मध्य तुम एलाबोरेट करिवो इफ यू आर गेटिंग ए लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन. हैला तमरा के दिन क्लास अछि?
सर काली लास्ट क्लास होता है.
एचआर काली अछि ना
सर?
हां काली मु कैरियर प्लानिंग सक्सेशन प्लानिंग पढेबी और एचआरडी इंटरवेंशंस पढेबी. हां आउ तम मानकर बोधे ऑफलाइन क्लास गोटे किछि दिन हो बोली नोटिस जाईछि, गोटे दी दिन खंडे
ऑफलाइन क्लास में ऑनलाइन माने ऑनलाइन रे ये हबो कि नहीं, लिंक दिया हबो कि नहीं?
नहीं स्ट्रीम करिवो निर्मा.
But it
Sir,
is
do you
difficult
stream
to
करियो
attend
पे
sir
सर?
because we are out of the station.
कोन करिवा आगु तो सब जाके ऑफलाइन होतला.
सर स्ट्रीम करथले टे भलो होइतांदा सर.
ने नाही कोन करिया से सिस्टम नाही बटन तो नाही ता पर डिस्कशन करी के लाभ कोन. हमें खाली गोटे गोटे क्लास बदे हबो जस्ट टू इंटरैक्ट विथ द स्टूडेंट्स.
सर आपनकर सर दीटा क्लास अछि सर.
मो ऑनलाइन रे ऑफलाइन रे
सर
हां नहीं जीबी मु
सर हमें सर लूज तो हे जेउ ना सर.
मु प्रोजेक्ट गुडा मेनली डिस्कशन कर देबी. देखिवा केते पिला आछुंती आस्तिले हम एई रूम रे करे देई परिबा जति हबो एई रूम रे केते पिला को देखि कि हम करिबा. जदि एई रूम रे तो 30 40 बस परिबे 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 20 25 पिला रूम रे बस परिबे. जदि हबो एठी करे दे चला ठीक अछि. 20 25 पिला जदि आसिले तले वी कैन एडजस्ट हियर इन दिस क्लासरूम. simultaneously online offline dita ka chalibo hela
Okay, sir.
any more if you want to know kichi the doubts achi mate kahi diyo so that I can discuss it in the next class. Anything if you have any doubt. Yes, कार किसी डाउट रहुछि कि
Sir, what about MTD book?
MTD book I hope you will get it on Monday दिन तमे PDF बही पाइ जियो बहुत short form रे बही prepare हिछि Monday दिन you will get. Okay. How to see
Assignment के वैसे assignment का
kali paibo. Tomorrow you will get. Assignment questions are already there with us. Mu taku finally out thor review kariki tomorrow you will get. Tomorrow evening you will get.
सर ऑटोनॉमी टा आउट सर ठीक है
Autonomy mu एना आपन मानु सब म्यूट करी बसै देबी कोन हला आपन ऑटोनॉमी रहिला. Autonomy is all about giving power to the subordinates to take the decisions where the less interferences are there, less supervision is there. Now what is the advantage of that? With that you will know your way of doing things, so you will learn. It is a learning process. Autonomy is a process by which the subordinates will learn what is right, what is wrong. Ame koche ki you can enhance your ability with getting of autonomy. Autonomy is the freedom for taking up decisions, where you can develop your potentiality, capability, your talent, your decision making ability, involvement. Suppose for example you have something to do, then what you are doing, you are giving your subordinate or one person who is working under you, and you are telling that, see, it is my task and I have given to you, you do it. Sir, if any urgency is there, can I contact you? No, you take your decision. Whatever decision you want to take, you take. I have given you full autonomy. That means blank check you have given. You have given the work with the key. So nowadays we need to develop such kind of environment in the organization. Right?
ओके सर
Okay. Any more? Anything if you want to know more? Or shall I leave? Your madam is already there. Sulochana madam, are you there?
Yes, sir. Sir, namaskar, sir.
Namaskar. Oh,
Yes, sir.